your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press.
Since it appears you're calling back into
There
a
we
live
go.
show,
All right, y'all.
reconnecting
What's
you
going
now.
on? Let's get it started. It won't be half-hearted. Everything is going to be all right. It's Tuesday night, Pretty Petty Tuesday, and we do it our way. Hey, tonight we talking about call me crazy, but everybody listen. Let's listen. Everybody has that little quirky thing that they do. Everybody has that little special thing that they do, or that special way that they act. It could be a whole lot of things. It could be the way that you think, the way that you speak, the people that you follow, even the way that you eat your food. You know, there's always somebody that has something to say about the way that you are, the things that you do, and the way that you roll. Hey, everything is going to be all right, but they are not in control. You are, Star. So when you have that little quirky thing about you, people may have been talking about how you do this thing for years. And it doesn't have to always be something that's offensive to other people, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, because sometimes it can be your belief system. Sometimes the things that you believe, the people that you follow, the things that you listen to, and the way that things influence can make it seem like you are a madman, a crazy man, or somebody that was going to be on that top 10 list. Or should I say the most wanted? You don't want to be that. You rather be drinking to get blunted. But everything is going to be your way. We're going to talk about being kind of crazy today. Hey, so how y'all feeling out there, man? Listen, here it is, the 8th of November. I hope y'all went out and voted today. Oh, hold on. I got my voting stick. I didn't even really realize it. Yeah, I don't normally be advertising that like that, but you know what? Why not? They say black people don't vote in midterm elections, so we're gonna put it right there. The Daily Go Getimism voted today. Bow, we did it. So we're gonna see how it go. We're going to get it popping right now. We're going to do this while the beat is dropping, yo. So that crazy thing you do, call me crazy, but you might believe that. Okay, all right, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Call me crazy, but I don't believe. Listen, y'all gonna think this is ridiculous. Y'all gonna think this is ridiculous. Call me crazy, but I don't believe that when they gave us the COVID vaccine that they actually gave us the vaccine and the needle. Because I didn't feel no needle. Did you? When they put it on your shoulder, and it felt like all they did was like mash their thumb on your on your shoulder. Now I've got many needles, and I saw the needle. I saw the needle that they that he was supposed to inject me with. It looked like a regular needle to me. Took it out of a pack and all of that. But when he did it, I didn't feel nothing. I've never had a needle that I didn't feel. But one thing that was consistent about everybody who got the vaccination was that they got that Band-Aid. They got the Band-Aid that they put over the phantom shot. How do we know that the real vaccine or whatever wasn't in the Band-Aid? Because they made sure that you got the Band-Aid. Nobody is going to bleed from whatever so-called needle that they supposedly stuck you with. But you got that Band-Aid. Now remember, women used to use the birth control patch years ago. I don't know if they still have it, but they used to use the birth control patch. So we know that Band-Aids or bandages can release chemicals into your body and do whatever is necessary to your hormonal system to make something happen or to stop something from happening. So how do we know that the real vaccine wasn't in the Band-Aid? Call me crazy, but I think it's to me it makes sense. And I was telling my man at the herb store that I go to, I was telling him about my thoughts about the Band-Aid, and he was like, oh. You know what I mean? He's like, you might. They also have the nicotine patch. Wasn't the nicotine patch supposed to release nicotine into your system? It's nothing but a bandage. It's nothing but a bandage. I don't know. So like I said, call me crazy, but I think that is feasible. For some reason, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Call me crazy. And people might call me crazy. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Oh, I'm like, okay. I know people probably thought that the Tuskegee experiment that they were doing on black people, like giving black people syphilis to see how fast or slow syphilis could be treated, or how it could damage your body. I bet you that was ridiculous to people who didn't believe that people would use people and abuse people in that way. I bet you. And if you notice, the first they were pushing all of that vaccine and booster stuff. You notice they ain't talking about that no more. People was losing jobs, being out of work for a while. Athletes were coming under fire because they didn't want to get the vaccine. They were telling them they weren't going to be able to play and all of that. 1 year removed from all of that, because that was exactly 1 year ago. 1 year removed from all of that. Ain't nobody talking about, yo, you got to go get boosted. Yo, you got to go. If you haven't been vaccinated, go ahead and get vaccinated. But the flu shot is back. But the flu shot is back. So look, like I said, call me crazy, but I have questions. I may not have answers, but I got a lot of questions. So we gonna get into all of that tonight. I mean, but sometimes you have other little crazy things. Like, you ever have an item of food that you eat differently than somebody else? People think you crazy for that. Like, for example, you know how some people like putting salt on watermelon and other types of fruits? Like, to me, that's ridiculous. Like, fruits are supposed to be sweet. But for some people, they add in the salt because they like it feels good on their tongue. It pleases their palate. For me, no way. For them, so call them crazy. For some people, people in other cultures, other parts of the world eat other things that we don't eat. Like, they eat dogs and cats and rats and all of that. In America, you eat a dog, you likely to do life in prison. Like, you killed a dog to eat it? Oh no. I don't know what you think this is, but this ain't China, this ain't Taiwan, this ain't Singapore, this ain't Philippines, this ain't none of that. You can't do that here. Yet scientists will tell you, well, meat is meat. It doesn't really matter the animal that it comes from. It's still meat. So just because you've grown up on chickens aren't an approved meat more than anything else. It's just something that you choose to eat. It's a piece of poultry. Any bird is a piece of poultry. But if you get caught eating an eagle, you're going to have, the WWF is going to come holler at you. Like, yo, Mr. McIntyre, you ate a what? You ate a hawk. Oh, no. Hawks are protected. You better go get you a chicken. GMO chicken. Mutant chicken. Like I said, call me crazy, but I look at certain things a certain kind of way. And certain people who eat certain things, like I said, some people put salt on fruit and they put sugar in their spaghetti. I've never known any men that put sugar in spaghetti, but a lot of women put sugar in their spaghetti. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Sugar spaghetti? What was that big debate? What was that big debate we had over sugar in the grits or salt in the grits? It was a big thing in the black community, right? Like, you can't put sugar in no grits. Like, why not? Why not? You mean to tell me that I can put sugar in this watermelon over here? Or on an apple? I mean, I can put salt in this watermelon or this apple over here, but I can't put sugar in these grits? They're oats. Call me crazy, but I think both are, personally, I like sugar and grits, but I don't really like grits. I'm not a fan of grits at all. Like, I never order grits. Like, and I mean ever. Yeah, I don't. I've never been a fan of them. I can take them or leave them. People tell me that I can lose my black card because I don't eat grits. I'm like, there's a lot of slave food that I don't eat. And I'm not to say that grits are totally slave food, but you can't deny that we ate this stuff as a slave. But anyway, so the way that you think about things, the way that you see the world, the way that you see things, perform things, analyze things, it may make you crazy in the eyes of somebody else. The question is, so what? As long as you're not out here harming anybody, offending anybody, doing anything bad to anybody, then that's that for you. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and do what you want to do. But everybody doesn't appreciate you doing what you want to do. People will throw the label on you doing what you want to do. So, in the media right now, there's a whole lot of attention, media attention on Kanye West and Kyrie Irving. I do agree. I agree with a lot of what's going on with Kyrie Irving. I totally disagree with everything that's going on with Kanye West's points of views and his actions. But it's one of those things that's very polarizing to our community. The black community is very divided on Kanye West. Either you stand with him, think that he's a genius and that he's doing everything right, or you think like, look, this guy is totally selfish. He's ridiculous. All he cares about is self-promotion, and he uses the black community for his own purposes. And as soon as things start going well for him, you don't hear him talk about nothing black. Well, call me crazy, but I ain't on Kanye's side. And so a lot his supporters will tell you, oh no, see, you just don't understand, or you a coon, or you're Uncle Tom, or you a Sambo, or you. And I'm like, well, let me get this straight. This man is so pro-black, but he wants to build a multicultural coalition. Doing anything multicultural is easy because you don't get the backlash. When you want to do something strictly for black people, whether you're black or not, that's when you get the ire. That's when you get the attention, the negative attention of the media. Like, well, hold on. Why you got to do this just for black people? Then you got to make all of these explanations and you have to justify your actions for trying to do something just for black people. And then they want to call you a racist nowadays. They don't even say reverse racist anymore. No, it's just racism. Racism is racism. There's no reverse racism. You're racist, you're racist. Okay. But yeah, he got a white wife. Who was an industry hoe? I don't know if you ever saw the video. I saw the video. I know he saw the video. So this chick had been with a whole bunch of, black celebrities, singers, athletes, and all that kind of stuff before she ended up with Kanye. And he married her. Had a couple of kids by. Hey, that's your choice. But he's definitely not my brand of pro-black. So call me crazy, but I don't stand with Kanye West in any way, and I mean zero. I'm talking about like the. This is a good example. You see how round that is? That's the kind of zero. Yeah, that's perfectly round. Order in the court. Kanye West, case dismissed. Or should I say? What should I say? Convicted on guilty of all charges. You know what I'm saying? Order in the court. That's what we're gonna do. So call me crazy, but I could never rock with nobody like that. I could never rock with nobody like that. Ain't my kind of man, let alone my kind of black man. Ain't my kind of dude. But for the next person who's passionate about somebody like Kanye West, to me, they're crazy. I'm like, dude, y'all running around here interpreting this man's words, and y'all getting other celebrities to justify him, or y'all vilifying anybody who goes against him. I'm like, man, y'all awfully fanatical. Listen, man, you go up and down. Listen, for those of y'all who are on social media, if you go to some people's timelines, you see how fanatical they are about Kanye West and Kyrie Irving. I'm like post after post after post after post after post in support of. I'm like, I would like to know if you support the people in your life the way that you're supporting these people who don't know you, don't have anything to do with you, and are not promoting you personally at all in any way. So even though I stand with somebody like Kyrie Irving, at the end of the day, he's a millionaire athlete that ain't put no money in my pocket or any knowledge in my head. I already knew what he knew. I've been knew it. He has a platform. I have a platform. His platform becomes part of his contractual duties. Okay. Anyway, call me crazy, but so let's get into this thing. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily, the daily go get 'em show. We do this every single day, every day it rains, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the art. This is the Daily Go Get 'Em show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em show, we are talking about, call me crazy, but so we're talking about the way that you think, the things that you do, the way that you are, your little eccentricities, your little quirks, your little crazy things that people be like, why do you do it? You ain't got to do it. I be seeing you do it. Some people copy what you do. They tell you that you're crazy for doing it, but they appreciate your flavor. You ever have somebody do that? You ever catch somebody copying your shit? Somebody who dissed your shit or questioned your shit, and you catch them doing it, you're like, wait a minute. Now just wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on, Carol Chamber? Let me favorita. And also Stacy White, thanks for coming on by. Appreciate you. And I say hi, T. Carrie, right? Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going right and directly into your site. And Mia Cunningham. Goddamn. Hey, yo, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing. Max and chill. What's going on? Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious, greatest pearl in the world. Thanks for coming through, girl. Yo, what's up, y'all? So what y'all got? What y'all got for me? What's y'all little crazy things that people be getting on y'all about? Maybe they've been getting on y'all about this thing for years. For years. Maybe. Maybe. All right. So let me see what y'all talking about. TK Wright says, call me crazy, but I love the smell of fresh cut grass and fresh cut wood. Man, that ain't even, to me, that's not even crazy. The thing is, fresh cut grass that had me on some itchy, runny nose, eye watering type, you know what I'm saying? And actually, it doesn't do it all the time. My allergies get sometimes. Sometimes they be like, nah, man, we one with nature. Our ancient African roots. Our ancient African roots can take some grass. Other times it'd be like, I can't breathe. Get me my inhaler. I need to take me some Allegra D. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Wasn't like that all my life though. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. T. Wright says, I hate sugar in the spaghetti. Man, yo, people know that the sugar in the spaghetti thing, they know that it's taboo. That's why they'll try to keep it on the low. Shout out to women, because women cook certain things when they're by themselves that they don't cook when other people are around, because they know it ain't really right. They know they ain't right. They know they ain't right for cooking that. You know what I'm saying? So they might be like, nah. Like I caught my mom. My mom is a spaghetti. I'm a sugar in the spaghetti type person on the low. So one time I showed up unannounced. This was back in the day too. I showed up unannounced. And I was like, oh, Mom, you got some spaghetti? She was like, nah, don't eat that pot. This other pot of spaghetti, that's the safe spaghetti. You don't want to eat. You don't want to eat the other spaghetti was laced. That was laced. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the safe spaghetti. The safe spaghetti, she had to make in a separate pot. But had nobody come over, then the acceptable pot would have been the one that she put sugar in too. You know what I mean? I just came and shook up the area a little bit. But I ain't mad at her. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at her. People eat what they eat, and they rock how they rock. What can I say? What can I say? Oh man. This new I swear, they make it hard to find. Where is the menu? Where's the Facebook menu? What they do with the menu? Where's the menu? Like I can't find the menu. Is that it? No. It's not. Okay. I don't know. This new update, it's not working for me. But anyway, all right, let me see what else y'all got to say here. What else y'all got to say here? I guess you're talking about grits. Mia says salt, pepper, butter, and cheese for the grits, I guess. TK Wright says a round peppermint in the middle of a pickle while eating it. Ooh. Y'all wildin'. What? A round peppermint in the middle of a pickle. Wow. Carol says, yes, it was. We ate sugar and grits when we didn't have cream of wheat or oat. That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't cream of wheat is kind of sweet, right? All right. I'm about to say, you ain't gonna tell me that this sugar and the grits thing is totally foreign. All right. Okay. And yeah, people who eat oatmeal without nothing sweet in it, I'm like, man, y'all the real MVPs. I can't do it. Oatmeal with no sweets in it. You gotta really love oatmeal. And I guess I don't. Not enough. Oatmeal is all right. Okay. Norris Hill says, in line with cheese cuisine, I'll go on a hunger strike if I had to eat Appalachian, aka roadkill stew. I don't even know what Appalachian stew is. Oh, what it got? Like some raccoon in it, some squirrel in it. Oh, hillbilly with some. Oh, okay. I think that's where you going with it. I'm not sure. Appalachian, aka roadkill. That's dope. All right. Shout out to my people from down south. Because people from down south eat a whole lot of things that people from up north didn't get yet or don't eat or whatever. Okay. Mia says, where the hell did you get that gavel from? We had this gavel for a minute. See, this is what happens when you absent from the show for a long time. Ben had the gavel. Order the court. We got all our toys around the same time. The tambourine, the bongos. Whenever we had technical problems with the show or some things. Enough. Okay. Garrel says fresh cut grass will have me sneezing my head off. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't do it to me all the time. Cheryl says, Florida evening. Florida evening. What does that mean? What does that mean? Florida evening, Omar and everyone. Wow. TK says, yo, Carol, I'm pretty sure that my silly ass made a joke about him having an actual gavel 2 days later. Boom. We needed it. At the time, it was necessary. We needed it. Let me see. Call me crazy, but I don't like for my dude to be outside showing his arms, shoulders, and back, especially if he has really strong upper body. Go put on a shirt, sir, or stop showing off my stuff. Yeah, well, a lot of women have felt that way. Like, yeah, don't be out showing. It's funny though, because women used to do that all the time. Well, men used to do that with women all the time. Like, no, you can't go out to the club looking like this or looking like that or doing this or doing that. I'm like, So we start flipping the script. And the whole gray sweatpants thing, like, I'm still trying to figure out where that came from. Like, what part of the game is that? What? So all of a sudden, gray sweatpants is supposed to be the male tights or something. What? No, what they spandex? What did I hear? Men are supposed to be like thoughts when they wear gray sweatpants or ball shorts or something like that. Like, interesting, very interesting. Carol says sugar and spaghetti supposed to cut the acid in tomato sauce. Not a lot, just a little though. Interesting. TK Ray says, Carol, that's what they say, but I'm not sure that they didn't mean a cup of sugar. Man, real talk, real trap. No, it says I tried some squirrel once. Actually, I did too. And guess who introduced me to squirrel? My mom. And guess what? It was supposed to be, because my mom is from Arkansas. My dad is from North Carolina. But I never heard my dad talking about no strange food that he ate. I don't remember him saying nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? My pop grew up down in North Carolina, near the coast, Wilmington, North Carolina, whatever, Rocky Point. And he was so he grew up on when he started telling me about the stuff that they had to eat and all of that. But he came up north and he was like, I'm not eating pork no more. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing... My pop didn't eat no weird stuff. I guess he said, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to that time. No way. But you know what? The squirrel wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I didn't eat a lot of it, but I'm like, and you know what? And she had to show off too. My mom had to show off too. She skinned the squirrel. She wanted us to see, well, this is how you skin it. This is how you get to the meat. I'm like, all right, Mom, yes, all right. It was like a slow death. Like, all right, first of all, we got to eat. We already know that we being forced to eat this squirrel, but we got to see the whole process. She used to always talk about how they kill chickens, how they would just twist the neck and watch the chicken running around, you know what I mean, with a broke neck or no head or whatever. I'm like, y'all savages. You ain't never have no pet chickens? You know, it says tastes like chicken. Pretty much. Meat is meat. Stacey White says, I love the smell of rain. Wow. I love the smell of rain. That is different. No fronting on that. That's definitely different. All right. Okay. Carol says, I think Cheryl meant glorious evening. Listen, I know Cheryl. She might have meant Florida evening. You don't know where she at right now. Florida evening. Pizza Supreme Awakening. All right. Carol Chamberlain says, oh no, not skinning it. Yeah, she did that. She did that. Mia says, oh wow, I wouldn't be eating it. I was young. Well, at the time, I think I was like 16, 17 years old, something like that. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes it's not a good thing when you trust your parents. I mean, I got through it. Just like Nora said, it tastes like chicken. I want to go somewhere in the world where they'd be like, you eat chicken? Ooh. Oh my God. You eat what? Chicken? Who would eat a chicken? Oh my God, this guy eats chicken. You know, bop, bop. Chicken. Rooster. There may be some place in the world where they're like, no, we don't eat chicken around here. Only y'all savage Westerners eat chicken. Cheryl says a lot of people like duck or rabbit. Rabbit has too many bones in it. I don't see how people get through rabbit. It has way too many bones. I mean, there's a bone in every bite. It's like eating fish. You know, like, and I like fish with bones in it. I only like fish with bones in it. But like with fish, you don't have a bone in every bite with rabbit. I'm like, rabbits have bones in places. Like, why is it a bone here? So I guess I've eaten all of this old crazy stuff. Mia Cunningham says, alligator tastes like chicken. It sure does. Alligator is pretty good. And eel. Frog legs. I don't like frog legs because they actually look like frog legs. Like, yo, I'm not eating Kermit with full knowledge that I'm eating Kermit. That's what we're not going to do. We're not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? We're not doing that, son. We're not doing that. All right. Carol says, I had a pet chicken and my grandfather killed it and tried to get me to eat it. Nope. That's what I'm saying. You know, ain't no way you gonna tell me that you wasn't friends with none of those chickens you ate. No way. A chicken is actually it's a pretty intelligent animal. and kind of like you can connect with a chicken. I've met some chickens in my day, and chickens are all right. I've known people who had chickens in their crib. And, you know, it's chicken. You know what I'm saying? You know, crossing the other side of the road and all that kind of stuff. I like chickens. TK Wright says, love duck, but it's oily. It is very oily. And duck is a little tough too. It's definitely tougher than chicken or turkey. I mean, it says, I had a pet rabbit. I couldn't imagine eating one. And that movie, what was that movie where they cooked the rabbit? Fatal Attraction. It was horrifying, wasn't it? Carol says, I love frog legs. Yeah, I'm good. I ate them. I'm eating them. But I'm like, I ate them when I was a kid. There's a fish market right there on the corner of Cecil B. Moore and 17th. Right there on the corner of 17th with Cecil B. Moore. And they got the frog legs right there and you know, battered. They got the battered frog legs. Them joints look just like frog legs. I'm like, no. My brother used to go get them joints all the time. He used to be like, yo, man, take me up to the spot of Cecil B. Moore, 17th and Cecil B. Moore. I'm like, all right. Just look just like, yo, you eating Kermit, man. You eating Kermit's legs right off of him. Carol says, Omar, he gave it to me and killed it. And talk about traumatized. Oh my gosh. What? Oh man. TK Wright says, you still chomping on chicken wangs, though. That's right. But not from my pet chicken. Not from my pet chicken. I wouldn't eat the legs of a chicken head either. Carol says, that place stinks, in my opinion. Haven't been there yet, but you know what I'm saying. I can't. Show's over. All right. Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Yo, y'all wilding. I can't do it. We're gonna have to end this thing. Y'all mean. Y'all are y'all mean. Way too y'all mean. And know what I'm saying. Where is my menu? I can't do it. There's no menu there. I need a menu. All right. Hold on. There you go. It's the menu on here. Why we not can't get no menu, man? Why we not can't get no menu? I don't know. I don't like it when they change the looks of certain things. Like there was nothing wrong with how it was. There was nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. You know what I mean? Leave well enough alone. Well enough. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. call me crazy, but I mean, Black Republicans go through this a lot. You know, a lot of Black people are Democrats, and on voting day, I think this is something we could talk about. So Black people who vote Republican, sometimes we look at them like they're crazy. And many of them have logical reasons for why they vote Republican. I mean, if you make 7 figures or more, or even if you make $500,000 or more, it makes sense that you will follow the Republican Party as far as your tax bracket is concerned. Now, when it comes to politics, it's a little different. But it's the same way you can say that people who follow the Democratic people party, Black people who follow the Democratic Party, you could say that they're sheep and that they are used to having the wool pulled over their eyes, and that they are susceptible to propaganda. You can say the same thing for the fanaticism of the Republican Party. Like, how can you support those candidates? How can you support their divisiveness? So, the people that you follow, the people that you are influenced by, can really make you seem like you are crazy, or like, you're out of touch, or you're strange, or sometimes even dangerous. You know what I mean? People like Black people, particularly, and anybody who follows Donald Trump, I'm looking at him sideways, because I'm like, how can you excuse this man's behavior? Forget about policy, forget about politics. How can you excuse that man's behavior? How can you look at what he does at his age and say, yeah, that's it? He's okay. How? Well, that's how some people do it. People believe a whole lot of things and get away with what they believe in when they keep their mouth shut. But it's the people who are outspoken and feel the need to make their beliefs heard, or sometimes understood. Those are the ones who draw in that attention to themselves, and sometimes will have people looking at them real sideways, looking at them like, yo, you got him. This person is dangerous. And I don't know. When you start talking about Donald Trump and you talk about the things that he does, following him is dangerous. I believe that it is dangerous, because he promotes violence. He promotes violence, divisiveness, racism. People try to excuse his racist behaviors, and I'm like, okay, well, call me crazy, but I call them crazy. Call me crazy, but I call them crazy. We have to take into consideration that most of the things that we don't understand or accept or approve of are things that we would call people crazy for. Politics, religion. How can you not believe in Jesus? How can you believe in Jesus? Christians versus Muslims. And you would think that was the only religious clash. Christians versus Muslims. So while the Christians are duking it out with the Muslims, dividing themselves in a civil war fashion, what are the Jews doing? I'm gonna have to stop there, because that could get my channel up out of here. That could get my channel up out of here. But I put the question out there. Y'all can think about it later. Not here, because call me crazy, but call me crazy. Okay. Oh, okay. Carol says, yes, I used to get fish there when it first opened, but it went down the tubes to me. You're probably right. You're probably right. Carol says Facebook be doing too much sometimes. Sometimes. Mia Cunningham says, ooh, I remember this babysitter my mother sent us to, and they had chicken feet, crazy, and rice for dinner. Looking at all those chicken feet sitting piled up took my appetite for days. I was grossed out. Wow. TK right says, call me crazy, but I think that a good date is going to the gym or working out. A good date. I wonder if people would consider that to be a date. They might come up with another word for that. But I know it don't sound bad. It don't sound like a bad thing. The thing is, call me crazy, but I think that there's a large population of women that would be against that. Like, I'm not going on no date where I can't do my hair and where I'm going to be sweating and stinking and all. No, you don't get to see me like that on a first date. Or maybe that's you didn't say a first date, so okay. It's funny. I never would have looked at that as being a date. Okay. All right. DK right says, call me crazy, but I like getting power tools as Christmas, birthday, or Mother's Day gifts. Tim the Tool Man Taylor. Carol says, my grandmother cooked chicken feet and dumplings, and we were poor. And she stretched meals. Chicken feet. It definitely don't look like drumsticks, that's for sure. You see them feet, man. Thank you for the super sticker, Carol. I appreciate me some you. Yes, I'm not worthy. Thank you so much. Carol says, exactly, Omar. He's a true demon, a liar, and a thief. I mean, if nothing else, he's a con man. I mean, when you try to get out of saying he's a con man, I'm like, come on, man. Come on. I know y'all like people because they rich and influential, but stop. Come on. You know what I mean? Don't just etch a sketch all your brain cells away. You know what I'm saying? The gas, don't let the gas do that to you. It says, I can understand that now, Carol, but back then, I know, and never seeing those feet sitting up there in the dish did something to me. Carol says, if the insurrection didn't make you believe he's a nut job, then you are a sheep and a fool. You know, there are so many people, regular people that I've talked to. They're like, man, that insurrection. What insurrection? It wasn't no insurrection. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, in your country, in the United States, seeing people storm the steps and breach the Capitol building, and what? That don't make you think, like, what the hell is going on? Yelling and screaming and throwing shit and breaking shit and beating up. What? Yo. If we would have saw that going on in any other country, we'd have been like, see, that's how it is over there. They crazy over there. That'll never happen over here. Mia says, I was about to say, watch it. Oh, you know they watching, but we all know. Yeah, I mean, listen. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying something. No, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying something. TK Wright says, women have said that to me many times during conversations. I don't care. It shows that you have some sort of stamina. I wasn't even thinking of it that way. TK Wright, thank you for the super sticker. One up.
90 seconds.
Dope. Okay. Shows that you care about your health and mind. Okay. It was live in color. It was like a coup. It was. I'm tell you something. I wouldn't have wanted to be there that day, even as a witness. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I would not have wanted to be there, even if I was a supporter like them. I'm not doing what y'all doing. And there were some black people among them. They was lucky. I ain't want none of that. I ain't want no piece of that. Like, y'all bugging. I wouldn't have even been there with my phone out like, look at, no, I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to check y'all out on the news. Because I know I ain't got no business. How did I even get in D.C.? How did I get in D.C.? I came down here to get, I came down here to be early for the inauguration. I'm about to go 150 miles back up north. I'm about to go 150 miles back up north. Call me crazy, but nah. I ain't want none of that smoke. That was dangerous beyond belief. Like, nah, I know I don't have no business around here. I ain't got no business around here. But yeah. So, there can be a whole lot of things that you do, little quirky things, little funny things. Like, I got a friend who used to always tease me about the way I eat Reese cups and the way that I eat Snickers bars. I never eat I never just bite the candy bar like other people do. I always break it down, eat off all the chocolate first, then the nougat second, and then I'm just left with like the caramel and the nuts. And that shit, to me, that's the best part of it. It tastes best. Like, I don't want no, I mean, chocolate lovers love chocolate with everything. I like chocolate by itself. I don't like chocolate on nothing else. Like, no, don't put no chocolate on it. So, but yeah, the way that you eat, the things that you believe in, religious preferences, people that influence you, movies that you listen. I would be remiss if we didn't talk about some of the music that you listen to. People think you crazy because you don't listen to the same music as everybody around you. I grew up with local stations like WDAS and then Power 99, and then there are other black music stations. There are no black owned stations anymore that I'm aware of, but WDAS used to be a black owned station. It was black. It was real black radio. But I also like rock music. I like 80s pop. But I like rock music. So, if you are around some people who only listen to hip hop and R&B, and maybe back in the day just R&B, soul music, jazz, whatever, like for you to listen to rock music or whatever, or to appreciate rock music, to them, like, they might think that you crazy or on some white shit or whatever the case may be, whatever they might label you as being. Hey, that's on them. That's on them. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I got nothing to do with it. It's all good, baby. It's all good, baby. It's all love, baby. It's all real crazy. But once again, like I said, if you're not hurting anybody with your beliefs or the crazy way that you are, your little quirky ways, if you ain't on medication, if you ain't getting a check for your brand of crazy, then probably all right. I know you acceptable in my view. I ain't mad at you. It is what it is. It gonna do what it do. All right, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious November 8th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them, making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. Rob Brown turning 51 years old today, and also Chris E. Johnson turning 53 years old today, and Shantae Cherry Brown, happy birthday to you, Brown, and Carmela Kiss turning 46 years old today. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, 48 years old today. Can't even see that with my glasses on. And also Irma Gale turning 50 years old today, and Cynthia Campbell turning 64 years old today, and Tiffany Hampton turning 31 years old today, and Dorca Bells Pena turning 32 years old today, and Renee Timely turning 42 years old today, and Nitra Thomas, my girl Nitra Thomas, happy birthday to you, Nitra. Happy birthday to you. And last but not least, my girl Rhonda Herring Hatcher turning 55 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares his birthday on this glorious November 8th, anywhere out there in the world. I hope that today finds you in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. I rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen. You might be quirky, you might be crazy, you might be eccentric, you might be a little bit shaky, you might be a little bit wavy, definitely not steady, a little wavy. But that might be your uniqueness. That might just be the thing that draws attention to you. That may be the thing that attracts people to you. That may be the way that you get your friends. That may be the way that you built your family. That may be the way that you get favors done for you. That might be the way that you survive and thrive and do better in life. And like I said, as long as you're not hurting nobody with your little crazy ways, man, keep doing you. Because only you can do you as good as you can do you. So keep doing that too. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for another episode of the Daily Go Get It Business Show tomorrow, 7 o'clock. So make sure y'all come on through. Ooh. It's good to see me some you. All right, so Blog Talk, we're going to get you on up out of here. Oh, make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right, so let's go. And for boobers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace.